Welcome to Osseo High School, Northwest Suburban action early in the season between the Osseo Orioles and the Totino-Grace Eagles. Welcome again. We are here early. It is a beautiful September day inside a warm Osseo gym. My name is Andy Gugesberg. Here with me is Lisa Murphy, and we've got a great match ahead of us. Lisa, what are your thoughts on the Eagles this season?
This game is going to be a rematch from the semifinals last year. So both teams have a lot on the line. Both teams are bringing a lot of competitive players on the court. This should be a really good match.
Absolutely true. These teams met twice last year, once in conference play, where Totino-Grace won 18-16 in the fifth, and then they turned it around at the end of the season. Looked like Osseo is on a run. We were doing that match actually for Channel 12 here, and Totino pulled off an upset that night as well inside Champlin Park. For the Eagles, they've got a bunch of talented players. Who sticks out to you tonight?
For the Eagles, I'm really impressed with how their setters are dishing the ball to some of their middles. So that is something that I would watch for tonight, is those quick middles, getting up high, getting up fast, swinging over the block.
And for Osseo, this year under new head coach, we're going to see a lot of a very familiar face in Tina Bowe. Let me know your thoughts on Tina.
Last year, we saw Tina swing outside a lot. We saw her swim from the back row, and we actually saw her setting from the outside front position a lot, which was one of our favorite plays. This year, she's going to be playing middle. So we get to see her kind of have to keep up on some tight footwork, some tight approaches. She'll be in more close proximity with the setter. So I'm interested to see how she transitions her game from getting to kind of move all around as an outside hitter to having to stay tight in a zone as a middle hitter.
I'm excited too. We look forward to having you guys back with us in just a minute with live volleyball here on Channel 12.
The world is online, and we're all connected. While there's a lot to explore and discover, we each need to do our part to keep the internet safe. Cybersecurity starts with you. Learn how you can stay safe online at dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect. The world is online, and we're all connected. While there's a lot to explore and discover, we each need to do our part to keep the internet safe. Cybersecurity starts with you. Learn how you can stay safe online at dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a wonderful evening of Northwest Suburban Conference Volleyball. We are here in Osseo as we are getting set. We're going through the starting lineups here. Looks like it's going to be a great match. Crowd filling in nicely. Going to be a great start to our conference season here. Both teams have played a few conference matches. Totino is 3-0 in Northwest Suburban Conference play, and Osseo, I believe, is 2-1. Their one loss coming to Elk River earlier this year. It has been anybody's game, though, as Totino went 5 just the other day. Osseo took care of their opponent last night relatively easily, but in talking with people around the Northwest Metro here,
the conference is up in the air. It looks like it's going to be a big team from Sidney Hilly and Champlain Park, and everybody else is in a battle for second place, although that was kind of the opinion last year, and I remember doing a couple matches late in the year, and we had great volleyball and a conference title on the line up until the last week with 5 teams playing for it. That's what I love about volleyball up here in the Northwest, is everybody's active. So here we see the coaches, Totino-Grace, coached by Kayla Cole in her second season. Pretty successful year for her last year as a rookie coach. Came in, did some nice things, took the team all the way to the section final, where they ran into Sidney Hilly, Janae Alderson, and the rest of Champlain Park. On the other side of the bench, we have Coach Mandy Burian, in her first year, coming in, replacing longtime head coach Bill Kwan, who took the athletic director position. In talking with Mandy before the match, she said, you know, sometimes you hope your boss doesn't quite know what's going on, but she's not able to get away with that this year. Talked with Bill in August at the Side Out Classic at Hopkins, and I said, hey, Bill, as the AD, one of your first moves was to fire the old coach. What was the reasoning behind that? And he said, anybody who loses to Totino twice in 1 year, we got to get rid of them. So Mandy knows the importance, according to Osseo, on this match. We hope there was a joke in there somewhere, but it's hard to tell with Kwan sometimes. The whistle is blown. We will see the starters get on the court here pretty quickly. Up ref Tim Harlow doing his dandiest here to get us going and keep everybody in line with what's going on. He'll be very active. We've already got him addressing the Osseo student section, looks like, making sure everybody's up where they need to be. Tim's been around the game for a long time, very much a stickler for the rules. You won't get away with much, and he will let you know exactly what's going on. Speaking of that Totino-Grace student section, they are one of the most entertaining year in and year out. They know the game inside and out. They've got cheers, they've got chants, they've got everything you're looking for as a fan of high school volleyball.
They have a mascot, they have costumes.
Yeah.
I believe that the up ref Tim had the banana move a little closer to the bleachers on that play. So we'll have to keep an eye on the banana and make sure he doesn't charge the court.
Well, you know, it's one of those things where the rule generally is you're not allowed to be on the competition floor. And if you're a banana, that's a slippery situation waiting to happen.
It's pretty serious. So
Yeah.
I hope that he makes it under the bleachers safely.
Yeah. Everybody being safe. Oh, and we're already loud. Here we go. Looks like Osseo won the serve. Back to serve is going to be Mariah Marr, the senior DS, serving to get us started. Pass up, off the net. Big swing on the outside, down the line. Great kill there by Brooke Sherman. Sherman, a senior as well, gets them the side out here. Entering the game will be number 6, Jalen Rios, senior setter. Rios to serve.
Sherman did a nice job hitting down the line. I'd like to see a lot more of that.
Passed up and off the net. 32 set to Bo. We'll see a lot of her today. Quick set into the middle, tipped. That ball falls. Great tip spot there by number 4, Izzy Sommers.
She got it nice and high to get over Christina Bo's huge block right there. And it looked like there was a little confusion of who was going to pick up the ball on defense.
Rios to serve again, up 2-0. Pass up off the net. Handled very well by Ruska. Back set, cross court, dug up by Rios. Outside set here. Tip picked up by the setter. Out of system ball. We'll see what the swing brings here. Cross court, Dolly with a pickup. Set, another ball going outside this time. Sherman, good enough. Down for a kill again. 3-0 Totino.
Nice outlet Sherman's being for Totino. Hitting down the line first and now finds a kill cross court. Really strong approach. Both arms really high up in the air, high elbow.
Whistle blown. Lift is the call by up ref Harlow. Thought it was a pretty athletic play myself. I thought Ruska did a nice job there trying to get up and on that ball. Rios still serving her team up 4-0. Ruska again outside, this time to Bo on the outside. Dolly picks it up again, up and off. Outside Sherman again, good again. Sherman 3 swings, 3 kills.
Yeah, she's hitting 1,000. So we're going cross again, and this time she aims a little bit to the inside of the block, finds the sideline. I wouldn't call it a cut shot, but still in the cross region. She's doing a great job mixing it up.
Another ball to Bo again. This time we get the kill she's looking for. It goes cross court on that ball. Nice swing by her. Ruska tries 3 different times to find Tina Bo, who's going to be the answer here. And is.
She really is. We saw her swing outside. I think she even got pulled in on her outside set a little bit. And that one was a high 3 ball in the middle, and she put it away. I'd like to see more of her swing quick in the middle.
Back set this time, down the line, just wide. Good swing there by Summers. Misses down the line, good vision there. Junior setter Ellie Hoyt serving here. Hoyt, a very athletic 5'6".
Nice jump serve.
Dolly passes, dumped over, picked up nicely. Hoyt back set. Great swing there by Ruska, who's going to be part of the 6-2, it looks like, letting her swing in the front and hit in the back. Oh, excuse me, that was Shapoister.
We're going to need to see a lot of kills from Shapoister to take some of that weight off of Tina Bow.
Hoyt again. Nice pass that time by Sherman. Back set to Summers. Summers cross court, dug up nicely. Hoyt tips it over. Picked up. Good run through there. We get a little bit of screen from Harlow here as our booth puts us there. Bow with a nice swing. Dug up nicely. High ball outside to Sherman. Tooled off the block.
Looks like Shapoister had her hands up. She was on time. She just didn't keep those hands angled in towards the court, and it went out of bounds. Point Totino.
Kraler, the senior libero for Totino-Grace, does a nice job anchoring middle back there. Sherman now gets herself to the back row to serve. Totino up 6-3. Decent pass on the net. Hoyt behind to Bow. Off.
Beautiful finesse tip from Christina Bow right there. Her height helps her arm get way close to the antenna, up really high. She goes nice and easy over the block, finds the court.
Serving is Auer. Back set to Summers. Down the line, that time it's good.
Nice high swing over the block. I don't know how close that was to the back line. I thought it looked like it was headed out. She jumps really high, gets it right over that right side, or that outside blocker, it looked like.
Summers seems to be attacking the right side of the net very well. She hit a couple slides well, and now that time that was off 2 feet like it was an intentional high back set here. Hoyt in the middle to Tina Bow. Good enough.
Beautiful.
Cruiser doing a nice job getting in front of the ball, but not quite enough to take anything away.
Look how high Tina's hips get when she jumps. She crunches so hard, it doesn't look like she's jumping that high, but the fact that her waist is significantly into the net.
Bow will go back to serve. In the 5 years I've been watching her play, I've seen her smile once.
She is very intense, but she leads teams. She leads teams to finals.
Yes, she does. Bow out of the back row. Misses this time. Anna Furman, front row middle here. Look for her to go in front of the setter, as we'll get Shapoister behind alone is probably the matchup they're looking for.
We have Frances Wayrock serving for Totino.
Shapoister off Dolly's block. Dolly did a little bit of everything for Totino last year. I believe she set and hit outside. This year they're able to keep her as just an outside hitter.
I think she plays libero in the club season. Do I remember that
Yes,
correctly?
she does. I was fortunate enough to coach her this last club season, and we gave her the libero jersey earlier, and she never got rid of it. Did a nice job. Shapoister to serve here. Back set coming. Great swing off tempo by Cruiser. Apparently it went off the antenna.
She was looking for a tip call and did not get it. She did a great job slowing down her approach for a high set on the right side.
Ruska in and serving. Up and off. High ball in the middle. Good swing there by Furman. Libero takes a second ball. Dolly just going to roll it over. Bow with the dig. Outside. Nice swing. Dug up very well by Wayrock. Bow down the line, picks it up. Out of system ball, double contact.
That's what it looked like. Was it Wayrock who had popped it up with 2 hands?
Yes.
Nice defensive play.
Great defensive play right there. Dolly back to serve.
Osseo fans are getting into this.
A little bit of miscommunication there as Leininger and Bow both were thinking it was either out or the other one was going to take it. Ace by Dolly. 10-7 Totino-Grace. Pass by Bow off the net. Out of system swing here. Kept in play. Oh, just long. I thought Azaria Reed did a nice job putting that ball in, but she didn't quite finish her swing. Ball is long, 11-7 Totino.
Just a little more snap next time, a little more topspin. She'll find the line. Nice drop serve.
Bow serve. Oh, passes over. Outside set here to Sherman. Sherman, good again.
Down the line. Sherman's a captain for Totino. She's on the court the whole game. She does a really good job leading her team.
Reed was in a pretty good position there, just kind of lost her hands as she went to block. I think if she keeps her hands together, she may get a better touch on that ball. Dolly to serve again. 5-point lead for the Eagles. Bow off the net. 31 set, good swing. Dolly picked up, tight. Good swing from the right side over here. Bow handles it. Reed, stuffed.
Nice set by Bow. It looked like Reed got up in the air, but that block, they did a great job closing that block. Look at these hands. Yep, high up in the air, and they're pumped.
Cruiser and Sherman do a great job closing that block right there. It is 13-7, all Totino-Grace. Early timeout coming from Osseo. If you're the Orioles, what are you talking about in this timeout, Coach?
If I'm the Orioles, I really want to see my passers get behind the ball. I feel like my setter's been running all over the court. We've been having a lot of back row players setting other back row players or front row players. I just like to see us go back to the basics, which is pretty much what coaches say in timeouts, right? Just pass the ball to the setter. Take a deep breath, get behind the ball, put your platform together. What about you if you're Osseo? What are you going to say?
If I'm Osseo, I remind everybody that it's just a game. This game is simple. I think Osseo is trying to get ahead of themselves a little bit, trying to do too much, trying to be too perfect, instead of getting a ball about inside the circle would be a good place to put that ball just up, make sure our setter can set our hitters, run our offense. And when the hitters get the opportunity, they've got to make sure they're putting pressure on the right kids. Seen a lot of balls going right to the libero there. Kraler's got quite a few digs, and the ball isn't being set in a position where that needs to happen. They should need to spread the ball around.
Kraler is doing a good job reading the hitters too from Osseo.
Bow pass again off the net. High ball in the middle here. That's a great swing by Anna Furlman. She does a good job turning her body.
We heard a story. Anna Furman tweaked her shoulder yesterday. She didn't know if she was going to be able to play in this game. She decided to see how it was going to go in warm-ups, and I'm sure her team is excited that she's on the court right now.
Lining her to serve. Passed well. High outside set to Sherman. Good again.
Sherman's having a great game. It looked like Furman got out there in time, got her hands up. I'm curious to see what the angle of her approach was. A little bit late.
Hole in the middle of the block there, going to lead to some easy points for Sherman.
Nice heads-up play, seeing the hole by Sherman.
Tipped over, picked up nicely. Sherman not going to have enough on it for a contact call.
Thank you very much, Tim. Good effort by Totino. We have Mariah Marr back to serve for Osseo. See what she can do about the 9-14 deficit. Maybe I jinxed her with that comment. Sorry, Mariah.
15-9, Totino leads. Back into the game is Jalen Rios, the senior DS, capable of setting. Seems to be sticking to a defensive role this particular set. Good pass in system, finds Bow. Bow tips. Rios must have had a different vision on where that ball was. It lands in point, Osseo.
Nice turn in the air by Christina Bow on this play. She's headed to her right the entire point, and then at the last minute does a hard turn to the left with her hips and her shoulders, pushes the ball hard down to the court.
Good serve off the net from Dolly. Outside set to Sherman. Push deep down the line. Picked up and down for a point. Another kill for Sherman. 16-10 Totino.
So
Sherman.
if you're Osseo's coach, what are you going to do about Sherman?
I think we might have to commit block her. We may have to put our middle just on that outside and let them go take care of it. And if they can beat us with a middle and a right side, then that's what they do. Good tip there by Auer. The undersized outside hitter does a really good job of tipping over and through the block there.
Great body control. When you see 4 huge hands at you, she found a way to get the ball through.
And she'll serve. Ooh, another service error. Untimely errors. If you're going to go on a run, you need to make sure that ball is in and on somebody. Back to serve now, Maddie Kraler, the senior 5'11" libero. Serve is tough and deep. Good set off. Dug up by Sherman. Middle hands. Dolly with the swing. She goes cross court. Dug up nicely. Hoyt again to Bow. Blocked. Hoyt again. She goes back this time. Good swing. Picked up by Kraler. Off. Out of system. Dolly with a swing. Great hustle by Osseo. Bauer sends it over. Rios picks it up. Ball set high outside to Dolly again. This time off the back row defender and into the wall. Nice rally, good intensity on both sides.
Oh, beautiful rally. How important is it to win those long volleys, Andy?
You know, the momentum, we always say a rally like that is worth 2 points. We'll see if the math holds true here as Kraler is going to serve again. Great pass, high ball. Dug up again, Kraler. Outside, Dolly, roll shot, off the block.
So Totino is still successful going to their outside hitters. That was sort of an off-speed shot. It didn't look like Osseo sealed their, Osseo sealed their block quick enough to put the ball down.
A little late getting in the air, weren't able to get across the net. Nice up by Rios. Dolly handles the second ball. Sherman's going to give him a free ball. A little bit of confusion as they put it on top of the setter almost. Tip. Dolly watches that one fall. Late on the reaction. Great spot by Bo.
Beautiful jump set by Hoyt on this. Hands up high in the air. Made that outside think if she was going to dump it or not, or if she had to start watching and playing defense on the middle.
Harlow checking to make sure everybody's okay. I don't know if we need a towel timeout or what's going on here, but...
It looks like you called it towel. There might be a sweat mark on the floor. It is warm in here.
Getting everybody involved. People helping people, it's powerful stuff.
It's a team sport.
Rios finally finds the spot, wipes it up.
I love that you're doing play-by-play for this part.
Oh, yeah. Condensation specialists. You make good money in the NBA, I know that much. Tina Bow, back to live volleyball. Tina Bow to serve.
All right. Beautiful jump float.
Passed off by Sherman. High outside set to Dolly. Cross court dug up nicely by Auer. Set outside. Nice swing down the line.
Leninger.
Leninger does a great job letting that ball get to her outside shoulder and then turns it. Let's see it again. Great swing.
I think it looked like she just turned her arm. She kept her shoulders facing cross. Very deceptive.
Bow looking to start a run here.
Another beautiful jump float to the deep corner.
Sherman, nice pass. Cross court to Dolly. That line is open. She keeps going cross court and it drops again. Outside, wreaking havoc on the Oriole defense here.
Those beautiful approaches from deep in the court. Hard to read. Totino does a great job in their transitions, getting into position on the outside.
2013, Totino up. Back set, tipped over, picked up by the libero, overpass, swung on. High outside set again to Dolly, picked up by Hoyt. Bo's gonna set this ball. She goes back, we're gonna get a free ball position. Kraler, Werock, off the block goes Dolly, picked up nicely. Bo out of the back row, dug up and over. A little bit of chaos. Hoyt makes a great play to know where she is on the court and stay down low enough. Out of the back row is Sherman. That ball goes big swing out of the back row. Kill again for Sherman.
Who set that play up? Was it the libero or the setter? I lost
it too over here. We have another timeout by Osseo. 21-13, Totino leads inside the Osseo arena.
I want to see who set this. This was a long volley. Lots of good decision making by Totino. Osseo kept it alive, but didn't capitalize on some opportunities where they could have smashed the ball down.
Another good roll shot there. I'll tell you what, Leininger is doing some great things defensively. Oh, it was.
There
it was
we
the
go.
setter, yep.
Good decision.
Comes out of the back row and gets a little bit of confusion there in the back row for Osseo. I think if you're Osseo, you got to start going, we got to stop watching volleyball happen and start going and make volleyball happen. Because right now I think everybody's looking for somebody else to make a play, you know? Graduated a ton of talent last year, did Osseo. First one that comes to mind is Shia Sanders. Other players, other players that graduated out of this program. But we've got to reset and go with what's happening in front of you now.
Nice save
out
by
of the
Hoyt.
back row. Sherman again. Good set in the middle. Picked up nicely by Auer. Dolly picks up the dig on the other side. High ball. Oh, middle set, a little wide.
Point Osseo.
Point Osseo.
Hoyt did a great job saving that play. I want to see some players interacting with their setters, talking to Hoyt, asking, I want the ball, I want it here. Getting her jazzed and excited to dish the ball out to the hitters. It looks like everyone's a little bit tentative for Osseo.
Ruska back to serve. Dolly passes. Wayrock, back set. Looking for a touch, did not find one.
Olivia Cruiser had such a great approach. She really wound up for that one. She wanted it bad, but the ball was not high enough to allow her to have all that time for her approach. It was a little bit late, swung out of bounds.
I like that route where Cruiser comes all the way across. You'll see she's sitting up in the 4 right now. She'll come across and work behind the setter on the slide, making the middle for Osseo see her the whole way. That's a great serve.
Beautiful serve by Elaine Ruska. Ace serve. How far in did that land? Is that 5 foot line?
About 5 foot line. She does a great job. They've missed 2 short, and that one's at about 8 feet.
8 feet. Gorgeous.
Dolly overpass. A little bit of confusion. Swing from the right side. That's going to be long. Azaria Reed wanted to swing on the overpass, led to some confusion as Ruska had to take the first ball. That's never going to lead to a positive result.
I want to hear some more talking from the Osseo team. A little more confidence.
Dolly serving. Good pass by Leininger. Off speed.
Nice
Chaos.
save.
Ball still in play, Sherman. Ruska. Some more communication breakdowns for the Orioles here. Just nobody really taking charge of what's happening on the court, leading to a 7-point lead for the Eagles, 23-16. Dolly to serve again.
Nice deep corner serve by Dolly. Reed on the outside, tipping cross.
Cruiser, nice pickup by Ruska. Bow sets, pushed over by Leininger. Picked up, back set, good choice. Nobody saw that coming to the back set, including
the outside blocker. Oh, she had a wide open net. Maybe she just got a little bit too excited and went into the tape.
Leininger to serve. Great pass. Back set, nice swing again by Cruiser. I tell you, Frances Wayrock is doing a great job running her offense here. I like the decision by Coach Cole to run a 5-1 this year. Seems to be doing everything you need her to do. Back to serve now is Cruiser, set point 24-17.
I agree. We've seen a really good mix from the Totino hitters.
Bow passes in system. Great set. Reed puts that one away. Nice swing.
An in-system pass and a set to Reed results in a kill.
So you're telling me if you win the serve and pass battle, your chances of winning increase. Noble.
Yeah, maybe we should write a coaching book.
We should. It would sell. Serve here, tough. Dolly handles it well. Wayrock into the middle. Stuff block by Bow.
Beautiful block by Bow. Good Reed, way to front her middle. Even on a 31 set, she got up high and kind of just made a wall, made a roof over the net.
19-24, Osseo not done yet. Dolly passes, this ball's tight. Outside to Sherman. Sherman good again.
Has Sherman been blocked this game?
She hasn't been blocked. I don't think she's hit a ball out of bounds, and I think she got dug once. Let's watch this point again.
All right.
Take us through it.
Really tight pass, but we see the setter do a good job staying out of the net. Sherman went up. She got it on the inside blocker's hand, and it kind of lost a lot of speed. Maybe it was a little bit hard for the defense to read. She's just been super consistent.
Yeah, great way to end the first set as the Eagles take the first set, 25-19. We'll be back after this.
An eating disorder feels like having another person inside your head. It kind of built this wall around me.
The main thing that we needed was hope.
Your age, your gender, your ethnicity. Eating disorders don't discriminate. They can strike anyone. The National Eating Disorders Association has the information and resources to steer people and their families toward the road to recovery.
Call or visit the NEDA website today for help and hope.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt. There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Are we ready? Are we live? Welcome back to Northwest Suburban Conference Volleyball as we are inside Osseo High School. Totino-Grace jumped out early in set one and held on to win 25-19. What adjustments are you hoping to see from the Orioles?
From the Orioles, I want to see a really strong block against Totino's outside hitters. I want to see a strong close by the middle, up early, really push over so that those outsides can't keep getting the ball on my court. That's what I want to see from Osseo. If I'm Totino, I want to keep serving really consistently. Those serve-receive passes are keeping my setter's options wide open. She's mixing up the ball. She's dishing it. Well, we saw a lot of success to the outside. She's giving it to her middles and her right sides. We haven't seen them swing out of the back row very often, probably because their passes are on target.
I agree. If the block doesn't slow you down setting the ball to the front row and you're able to stay in system, there's no need to add a back row attack. You know, some high school programs are starting to get fancy because they see the college teams do it and the international teams do it, and they like to go back row. But if the back row is just an easy roll shot that can be dug by your defenders, there's really no need to get it in. What we see from Totino right now, they had that one ball to Sherman that she got a kill out of the back row, but it's definitely not part of their offense. It's just an outlet when chaos ensues.
That was probably their 8th attack in that volley. So yeah, maybe on the 8th attack, they'll go to the back row. Maybe that's their strategy.
Seems to be a good one for them. Here we go, live volleyball. Serving early is, Kraler. Passed up and up by Leininger. Oh, tough serve there. Leininger, that's right. Leininger, a little trouble handling that ball.
But a really nice serve by Madison Kraler.
No idea what's going on right now.
There's a small delay. It looks like, oh, he's talking about overlaps for Totino. That's what it appears like. Tim is an excellent referee with a really strong eye for detail.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Serving again. Pass. Leininger handles that one a little bit better. Tipped over, picked up by the setter. Dolly gonna back set with the bump here. Sherman just unloads. Now I'm remembering. We did call her the Sherman tank last year.
So here we see Sherman. She did see a really strong block from Osseo, but yeah, they can't keep it in balance.
Leininger seems to be the target here in the second set. Good swing that time as Reed's able to unload on a ball.
Good adjustment by Azaria Reed stepping into the court as she saw that her setter was pulled closer to the middle. She was in the right spot at the right time.
Hoyt back to serve. Dolly passes. High outside set to Sherman. Sherman And she missed her first error of the match, I believe. 2-2, Osseo ties it up.
Sherman again, though. Great job on the approach. Great job in the transition. She was strong out of bounds. It looked like the set was a little bit off the net. And now we have a serve from Ellie Hoyt.
Sherman gets blown up. Sent over. Great job that time by Holscher as she times the overpass perfectly and jumps last, which is what you're always trying to do. Jump last to win on an overpass. Rios into serve. Great pass, handled that time. Set outside, cross court, dug up by Dolly. Picked up, tipped by Sherman. Nice read. Auer picks it up. Going outside to Sherman again. Cross court. Leininger went and made a tough play on a ball. I don't know if she thought it was touched or thought it was in, but she does a good job trying to get her hands on it here.
I thought the block ticked it, but maybe they didn't. Maybe she was confused just like I was.
Rios to serve again. Her team up 4-2. Leininger. Oh, still playing.
Nice work by Summers.
Summers does a really good job timing that and unloading. Quick snap on the ball. 5-2 Eagles. Rios still serving. Leininger. Back to Bow.
Good decisions by Hoyt, the setter for Osseo. She's doing a really good job mixing up her sets, mixing up her hitters.
The ball's fast to Sherman. Hoyt in the middle to Bow. Picked up by Kraler. Good quick set. Summers, nice swing. Hoyt again. That ball's going to be over.
Beautiful set. Nice and tight for Tina.
Really tight ball here. I like Bow's ability to go up and get it.
Everybody managed to stay out of the net. That was key on that play for Osseo.
Good serve by Auer. Back set, Summers. Picked up nicely by the libero, Ashton.
Overset.
Ooh.
A good bat by Sherman. It's kept alive by Osseo.
Kraler, Ashton. Hoyt to Bow, tips. Dolly goes to the floor early and ends up trying to get it up, but kind of goes turtle on that ball and couldn't really move anymore.
Beautiful finesse tip by Tina Bow here. Tips on the net. The outside can't even read where it's going to fall. Good effort. Was that Dolly who went down to try to pick up the tip?
It was. I think our club coach would be mad at her for not staying on her feet, but I'll have to double check.
She would have had it if it had just dropped down to the floor.
Good slide set there. Picked up nicely by Hoyt.
Izzy Summers with the slide kill.
Summers finds really good rhythm here with Wayrock. I love the fact that they're connecting so well together. Sherman back to serve. Her team up by 2, 6-4 here in the second set. Serve is just long. 5-6.
I like when I'm seeing body language from Totino-Grace. Even after a missed serve, they're still coming together. They're still making contact, making eye contact, smiling at each other. Things are, it is tough when you're behind, but things are a little more tense on the Osseo side of things.
Great serve by Bow, puts Totino out of system. Wayrock sweaty in here. She's wiping her hands off after she double contacts that ball.
These gorgeous jump float serves from Christina Bow are hard to pass.
Dolly passes off the net. Back set to Summers. Tipped over, picked up by Rios. Back to Summers again, down the line, picked up by Auer. Hoyt lays out fully. Roll shot, oh, Leininger, that ball's over.
Great decision by Maddie Chapoister to do a directional block on that play for the point. Everybody's fighting so hard, but she just puts the ball and nobody can get to it.
And for the first time tonight, Osseo has the lead, and the student section erupts with the news of them being in the lead.
Looks like we have another towel situation, wiping up the floor. We did have a lot of girls lay out for defense plays on that one.
I don't mind a moisture timeout if it's because everybody's giving full effort, which is what we've had so far tonight. Bo serves, handled not as well as they would like. Dolly's going to go out of system, and she unloads on this ball and drops it in front of Auer.
An athletic move by Dolly, having to get way out of bounds so she has enough time to read her setter, give her space, and find a great approach on that.
Summers back to serve. Pass off the net, back set. Chapoister looking for a touch, did not find one. 8-7 as Totino jumps back in front.
Great idea by Osseo. I'd like to see that set a little higher next time.
Summers serving again.
Good
Long.
communication by Osseo. And that's what I like to see, everybody coming together after the point.
Reed and Ruska back into the game. Ruska to serve. 8-8, set 2. Dolly handles the first ball. Gets it back, tight ball to the net, sent over. High outside set Leininger. Picked up in the back row by Sherman. Dolly unloads, no touch.
She's laughing at herself after that swing. Good idea to go hard. Looked kind of like she was trying for the block and missed it.
No fault in that, and you saw Kayla Cole kind of give her the thumbs up like it's going to be okay. Serve again by Ruska, handled by Sherman. Back set, nice slide attack there, dug up by Ruska. Bo goes to Reed here. Reed down the line, that's a great swing by Reed.
It looked like there was a little bit of delay. I saw Dolly jump early, and then maybe Azaria Reed mistimed her approach and waited a second to swing, but then she had the line wide open when she was ready.
Yeah, I don't know what Dolly saw there and made her jump inside so much, but she did. Sent over, picked up by Auer. Reed handles, mishandles. And that's why Cruiser doesn't play soccer. Double contact call. She wanted to get the ball up and started laughing before she even contacted it with her foot. Frances Wayrock back to serve. The 5'9" senior has been very impressive tonight. Serve is tough. Leininger handles it. Ruska in the middle. Great block there by Dolly and Cruiser as they stuff Anna Furman.
They had a good read right in the middle of the net. It's a little bit easier to close a block towards the center of the net than it is by the pins.
Wayrock not missing by much. Bo trusting her teammate there as Auer's yelling that that ball is out. Good leave by her. Leininger back to serve. Up 11-10 in the second. Dolly. Back to Dolly, cross court. Oh, Leininger gives up her hip there and digs that ball into the wall. I think she wasn't quite comfortable with where she was on the floor defensively. Let's take a look.
Yeah, it looked like she pulled up. It was a little bit higher up on her body than she thought it was going to be. But Dolly was 8 feet off the net on that shot. She did a great job snapping down.
Dolly to serve. Leininger handles it well. Back row to Bo.
Oh, good timing by Olivia Cruiser. Totino. So explain the difference between blocking a hitter out of the back row and blocking a hitter out of the front row.
Well, one of the big problems with blocking hitters out of the back row is the problem that most adults will tell you they have with their teenage daughters. You've got to be more patient. When somebody hits out of the back row, the ball takes longer to get there, and if you jump like she's hitting in the front row, you're going to be on your way down and you're not going to be able to direct that ball where you want it, which is exactly what happened there because Cruiser did a great job of seeing where it was. Let's catch back up to live action here. Bo unloads on a ball.
Nice job swinging to the left of the block by Christina Bo.
Holscher sees it.
An easier shot for her would have been to go to cross, but she doesn't take the easy shot. She goes down the line. Very impressive.
And that's why the coaches at the University of Denver are very excited to get her on campus in a couple years. She verbaled this past spring, and Denver is very, very lucky to get a player like her in the gym. Good swing by Summers there. Hoyt outside to Auer. Auer blocked. Not quite picked up enough.
Looked like Frances Wayrock closed with Summers on the block.
Great stuff, great stuff. Into serve is Rios for Holscher. That's the last thing Totino needed, was the Osseo student section to be a part of a missed serve. We will get a lot of volume from them the rest of the match.
Being rewarded for their noises.
And there it is, Auer to serve, handled well. Wayrock, cross court to Sherman. Sherman just wills that ball through the block. Great swing by her.
Wayrock pushed that ball as far as she could. It was still a little bit inside the court, and Sherman tracked it down. Just elevates. Just look at those feet when she's up in the air.
Sherman serves. High ball in the middle to Bo, off the top of the block. Good enough. Summers a little late getting up that time. We'll see what it looks like on the replay. Timing wasn't actually that bad. Bo's just higher. 15-14 Osseo, Bo to serve. Pass off the net. Wayrock back to Summers.
Beautiful.
That's a great
set.
swing. You can tell they've been playing together for a little while. Wayrock is way over here near the outside antenna and reverses the ball all the way back. Summers knew it could be coming, and she waited patiently for the ball. She's back to serve, tied up 15-15.
Trusting that your setter can set it that distance as a back set just shows how much she is impressed with her setter. What is this call, Andy?
It's a double contact. You know, Hoyt does a really good job. She's a very athletic kid, moves well, does some fancy things with the ball. I think she just decided too late what she wanted to do with it. Came out a little unclean as she tried to go back row to Bo. Hoyt again, in the middle this time. Great swing, just wide. Our line judge in that corner is not very excited right now. A little delay on the call, but Timmy looking for it anyway. Summers still serving.
Nice drop serve by Summers.
Leininger thought that ball was coming about 5 feet deeper than it actually was. Let's take another look. The bottom just drops out of this serve, and she's 5 feet away from it. Timeout for Osseo. Totino up 18-15. What are you thinking, Coach?
I was so impressed with that serve. Leininger even had to stop the bounce from hitting her in the face. That's how much it dropped.
Here we see the Northwest Suburban Conference standings. Blaine on top of the conference. I'm a little proud of that, as my wife is the head coach there. Tied up there is Champlain Park and Totino-Grace. Centennial coming in at 2-1. Elk River, Osseo, and Andover all tied at 2-1 as well. Bottom half of the conference, Spring Lake Park, and then Maple Grove and Armstrong at 0-2, and then Irondale, Anoka, and Park Center all looking for their first wins. The Maple Grove Blaine match on Tuesday went 5, and it was anybody's match. Otherwise, we'd have an even more of a clog in the middle there. You know, looking at those conference standings, I still believe until somebody beats Champlain Park in the conference, it's theirs to lose. They've got, without a doubt, in my opinion, and there was a great piece done on Channel 12 here about Sydney Hilly. Player can just take over matches, and I've seen her do it twice already this year.
I've heard from a lot of people that she is the best player in Minnesota right now.
4 contacts is the call as they try to go back to Cruiser. Wayrock does a good job there trying to deliver, but it doesn't quite get high enough.
Totino's still smiling. Their setter, Wayrock, is figuring out what play she wants to run.
Ruska into serve. Reed back into the front row. Dolly, great pass. Wayrock outside to Dolly. Dolly cross court. A little bit of miscommunication there between Bo and Auer, and count the kill for Dolly. Back into the game, number 7, Abby Holscher.
It looked like Bo and Auer each had an eye on the ball. They kind of knew, but they just ran into each other, and then nobody was in the exact same spot that they should have been.
Good choice. Bo with a great pass up to Ruska. Ruska looking at Furman the entire time.
Furman did a good job coming in strong, and she didn't turn in the air. She just swung right where she was facing and found that deep corner.
Lining her to serve, down by 2, 19-17. Totino's up. Outside, big swing. Lininger picks it up. Ruska outside to Auer. Auer, if it's in, it's a great shot, and it is. That's a great cut. Smiling because she meant to do it. Using the equipment, we call that the home court advantage here.
I really liked the block by Anna Furman against Dolly. I feel like that set up a really nice pass for Osseo.
Dolly passes tight. That's, ooh. We're going to play, says Tim Harlow. Bo off the net. Auer going to send this ball over, picked up by Dolly. Wayrock, back set. Picked up again by Bo. A little communication piece there again. Bo out of the back row, picked up by Sherman. Wayrock into the middle, big swing, picked up by Reed. Outside, cross court here, down the line. Little roll shot coming here. Big swing out of the back row. Here comes Tina Bo. Oh no, we go to the middle. Doug. Oh, great rally won by Osseo. All of those long rallies seem to be won by Totino in the first set, but not here.
And again, Furman going towards that left sideline. Really nice shot. She's up high. She's a little bit difficult to reach. She doesn't turn her hips very much, just her shoulders.
It's a lot of shoulder and wrist action from her. We have a timeout by Totino here, tied up 19-19 in the second set.
So if you're Totino, what are you saying to your team in this timeout?
Hey, we're playing good volleyball, and we see it right here. Just it's a nice long rally. Ball gets swung. It's not a bad defensive move by Wayrock. Furman hasn't cut the ball into that spot yet. It's a good defensive play. She hit that shot. What we always say in the game is fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. If she hits that shot again, now Wayrock's got to make a change. So that's probably what they're talking about in this timeout. How do we defend what's going on? But knowing Kayla Cole, this timeout was probably more about, hey, how are we feeling? How's the energy on the court, making sure that that's in a good place. We still see Totino stacked here. I might have gone the other way and unstacked Dolly, but we'll see what happens. The Dolly pass. Oh, that's why, so we can go slide behind. Oh, just wide.
Really good decision. It looked beautiful, but yeah, Cruiser just couldn't find the court.
That's exactly the right choice. And we're down to the final 5 from Osseo, so we will hear every point that they are about to serve.
Fan section on their feet.
Lining her to serve, up 1, 2019. Dolly passes. Wayrock high outside to Dolly. Big swing, stuff block.
Reed and Furman. Really beautiful close. Actually, it was just Reed. Furman wasn't able to get there. So strong block by Reed, realizing that Furman wasn't making the close. Moves both hands to the ball. Sends it to the floor.
Now we have the unstack from Totino here as they move their left side over to the right side to pass. She'll hit one ball out of serve receive over here on this side. Good pass. Good swing by Polscher. Outside Auer. Swing dug up nicely. Wayrock handles it well. Dolly tip, roll shot picked up by Auer. No, outside back to Reed. Cross court dug up. High, bump set, Dolly down the line, beats Bo down the line. That's a great play about 9 different ways. Both sides of the ball, we had great things happen. Walk us through it.
We had we had a power tip to end the struggle. It looked like Bo was ready for that strong cross-court shot that we've been seeing all night. Wasn't ready for the power tip down the line. She even got a hand on it, but Totino-Grace wins the point.
21-20, Osseo up. High set to Auer. Auer tips over the block, picked up nicely. Dolly's going to take the second. Sherman out of system swing. And an out of system hitting error, something I haven't seen from Sherman in about 2 years. The outside hitter just must have lost it or thought she was trying to do too much with the ball there. 22-20. Libero Ashton to serve. Dolly passes off the net. Wayrock outside to Sherman. Sherman unloads on this ball.
Sherman wanted that kill. She came in really hard, jumped really high, knew exactly where she was going to hit it, found the back line. Beautiful set. Oh, and it looked like Reed was a little bit late on the block, so she had a little more space than before.
As a right side against a Sherman, you can't be late on that block. You've got to know what she's hitting and time your block better. Big serve here. My money's on Tina Bo getting this ball if they can get it to her in any way, shape, or form.
Good call.
Same tip that scored earlier in the set. If it's open, hit it again. 23-21, Osseo up.
Great eyes by Bo, seeing the open court.
Timeout, Totino-Grace. They trail 21-23 here in the second. Hoyt just entered the game to serve. I like Osseo's chances to finish this one out. Hoyt seems to be doing some really nice things offensively, running her offense. They've still got Tina Bo in the front row. Great things happening right now if you're Osseo. If you're Totino, probably just need to calm down a little bit and see if we can get a good pass and run our system.
Osseo seems to have made a lot of changes, hence the score. So it's just going to be whether Totino can adjust to those changes and make changes of their own that will throw Osseo off.
Holscher's been set twice on purpose this match. If I'm Osseo, I'm commit blocking on Sherman, and I'm leaving the left side hour to take care of, is it Cruiser up there? Yeah, no, it's Summers. Out of system, we should have 4 hands in front of Sherman, and there is. Hoyt, great athletic play to go get that ball. Dolly, out of system to Sherman. Sherman swings into the net again. 24-21, set point Osseo.
Those high balls where Sherman gets pulled into the court, those are just so tough to have body control and see the net and see where your feet are. So really good effort, but yeah, if the set isn't on the net, it's really hard to be consistent with your swings.
Home court advantage, using the equipment. 25-21, Osseo takes set 2, and the momentum has turned. Good serve here by Hoyt. She catches the equipment. Summers is already transitioning to hit. No chance. We're tied up at 1 set apiece. We'll be back after this.
Take Wilfred TV classes at Northwest Community Television. He's learning production skills and now has access to cutting-edge equipment. He's working on local music productions, meeting new people, and gaining experience needed to produce his own show. Best of all, he's sharing his passion for music with others in his community. Share your passion. Visit nwct.org.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised.
Practice makes perfect. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised.
Practice makes perfect. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
My new mom and I have a lot in common.
The great outside.
We both love the outdoors.
So shiny.
That's not a flower. We both love geology.
Oh, look. An igneous one.
That's not a rock. And she knows a lot about wildlife.
A labradoodle.
That's not a dog. Hanging out has been kind of fun.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Welcome back to Osseo High School, where we are tied at 1 set apiece. Totino wins set 1, 25-19, and drops set 2, 21-25. Good volleyball, a little bit cleaner on the Osseo side there in set 2. Totino doing some nice things there, but just not able to capitalize on long rallies. The long rallies went Totino's way in set 1, went Osseo's way in set 2. Seems to be the big difference in the match. What are your thoughts?
I am really impressed with both of our setters. Both sides have incredibly athletic setters. They're able to get to balls with their hands that a lot of players aren't able to get to with their platform. I feel like Osseo did a good job adjusting, getting a block up on Totino's outsides, playing defense against Totino's outside in that game. I feel like that's what made a difference. They really slowed Totino's offense down, got those hitting percentages down a little bit.
Back into the atmosphere at least. Good serve to start us off, handled by Sherman. Wayrock, back set. Nice swing by Holscher, picked up by Bo. Ruska, back to Bo, big swing, dug up by Auer. Outside to Auer again. This one's deep, picked up very well by Kraler, excuse me. They're right next to each other. Bo handles the second ball. Reed goes over the top of her libero to tip that one over. Back set from Wayrock down the line, picked up by Leininger. Cross court here, no, roll shot coming from Auer. Dolly takes the second ball. Sherman, dug up by Auer. Dolly digs. Quick set in the middle to Summers. Ruska gets a touch on it. Great play by the libero there, sent over by Ruska. Tipped over and nobody home. Long rally ended very well by Wayrock there. Allie Ashton does a great job getting a second touch on that ball that almost blew up Ruska, and I thought Osseo was going to get that point, but calm and collected. Wayrock does a good job of dumping the ball over on the second contact from the floor to end the point.
She does. I wouldn't have guessed that that was how that volley was going to end, but yeah, good idea by Totino.
Tipped over by Bo. Wayrock back set to Summers. Summers cross court, dug up by Ruska. Auer's got room. Great play by Auer. Sent over inside the antenna is the call. Quick outside set to Sherman, who thought she beat the block. Great efforts.
Bo and Reed with the close block on their right side. Put a stop to the outside swing. It looked like it was just Reed again. Bo left a little bit of a hole. Reed, realizing that she needed to take the ball, it hit her forearm. She's doing a great job jumping.
Reed does a really good job of what we call show take, where she shows she's taking away line and then drops her hands inside to stuff the ball as the outsides try to go cross court.
And here we just saw a gorgeous directional block from Tina Bo.
Still not smiling.
Very intense. But that intensity helps her team win.
It sure does. Hoyt serving again. Dolly handles that one better. Summers on the slide. Picked up by Rios. Wayrock. Tipped over. Picked up by Auer. Bo pushed over. Deep ball.
Kept alive on Totino's side. They send over a free ball.
Oh. The deadly free ball to 2. And there's a little discussion between the libero. Free ball falling here, and
yeah, we have a setter who thought it should be easy. She'll just get it right to me, and then we have Ashton laying out, trying to get it to her setter.
Ashton kind of gave the finger wag to Shapoister, saying, hey, you don't get to hit. That's your ball to pick up first. And depending on system, that may or may not be the case. I don't know exactly what Osseo's doing. Back to service, Sherman. Sherman serves long.
Good communication by Osseo to let that serve go.
A lot of errors here to start set 3. Maybe nerves getting to the athletes here. Auer to serve. Dolly off the net.
Great
back to
footwork.
Dolly. Oh, picked up. Nope, blocked.
Nice footwork by Wayrock to get to the back row to set that, but yeah, Osseo serving aggressive.
Dolly getting instruction there from Coach Kayla Cole. Another short serve. This time it's picked up. We've got debris on the court.
I see a bottle cap.
Timmy Harlow unimpressed. Auer serving again, up 5-2. Cruiser, Wayrock, Dolly over the block. Hoyt. High ball in the middle to Bo, and this one's long.
Couldn't find the corner. Great idea by Hoyt, though, giving it to Bo. She was a little bit off the net. We've seen her elevate and hit the middle of the court on that shot, but she looked like she went deep.
Kraler to serve, Cruiser back in the game. Hoyt, back to Shapoister. Just deep.
Swings out of bounds.
5-4.
Was that headed towards the corner or directly in the back?
It was right deep in the middle.
Okay.
Kraler serves again, handled by Martin. Jump set. Oh. Rios wanted absolutely nothing to do with that ball. It bounced and she was backing away. There was no chance here.
It was pretty terrifying. Beautiful set by, a jump set by Hoyt. Bo saw the block. She went right to the left. Slammed it down on the ground.
6-4, Osseo up in set 3. Bo serves.
So
Dolly
both
pass.
stayed on the ground for that serve.
Tipped over the block, picked up by Hoyt. Bo's going to take the second ball. Leininger into the middle of the net.
Looked like Leininger thought it might be a little tighter. Her approach was just way too condensed. Couldn't get her elbow up high.
One of the things that we saw in set 1, especially from Dolly, was on an out-of-system ball, she was really deep, like deeper than the setter every time. Every out-of-system hitting error we've seen so far, that seems to be the error. The outside isn't getting deep enough in transition. Good lefty. Oh.
Good idea to punch it over the net by Furman. Just not any spin and just kind of floated out.
Yeah, the ball got pushed past her right hand, so she had to pop at it with her left, which led to the error.
Beautiful
set to
jump
Shapoister.
set.
Not fooling the block of Totino, though. 6-6.
Gorgeous jump set, and no one goes with her. So if I'm Hoyt at this point, I might start thinking about dumping the ball. Earn a little fear.
Picked up very well there. Into the middle. Good swing. Hoyt picks it up. Tina Bow. Leininger. Sherman picks it up.
Quick set by Rayrock to the outside. Power tip down the line.
Shapoister blocked. Still playing volleyball. Free ball deep into the corner. Picked up by Sherman. Wayrock outside again to Dolly. I got hands. We have a touch off the block. 8-6. Totino up 2.
I didn't see where Dolly's approach was, but I have a feeling she was nice and deep in the court.
Seems to be a safe assumption. Wayrock serves another bullet. Auer handles it. Little bit of trouble. Gonna get sent over by Furman, excuse me. Sherman's over on the other side of the net. I'm learning as we go here. Hoyt, outside Leininger. Leininger down the line. That's a great swing.
Impressive recovery by Osseo. It looked like Furman was a little out of system. She wasn't able to close her block, but Totino wasn't able to capitalize on having a single block on the outside, so Osseo comes out with a point on that volley.
Into serve, Ruska.
Short.
Short, too short.
Good idea, good idea.
Dolly back to serve. Here we see the Totino bench. Totino picked up a great JV coach in Patrick Bolin. Bolin has coached at the Division I level a couple different places. Wanted to get back into teaching and is teaching at one of the private schools up here on the north side of the metro. Big swing from Sherman.
I want to keep seeing her have success through this whole match. Nice approach from the outside. It looked like Reed was by herself on that one. She swings inside the block. She had a lot of room.
Yeah, early on in the season, the key to Totino's success has been their middles, which is why the Osseo middle has to show respect there.
Let's talk about that swing from Furman right here. I haven't seen her be that aggressive all night. I hope she keeps this up.
I think she finally got a ball high enough for her to like. It's a nice higher set. She's able to load her body and then unload it. Does a really good job swinging on that ball.
I like this out of bounds approach on Leininger's jump serve.
Yeah, she's got a little bit of slide footwork, it looks like, when she takes this approach. Drops a serve, uses the tape. Dolly takes it off the net. Big swing, blocked, covered. Back set again. Great swings. Just surgical with where she's putting that ball. Nice job by Cruiser.
Cruiser never took her eye off the ball that whole play. She was not worried about the block. She was just going to keep it inside the antenna and go cross.
11-8, Cruiser to serve. Leininger.
Ooh. It's a low pass and a good idea to dish it quick to Reed, but it was just a little too quick. Slipped.
Didn't get her hands under the ball before she delivered.
Are we going to have the ball wiped down?
I think that's a good idea. I was at a club tournament when the national championships was here a couple years ago. Team was serving for a semifinal point to go to the finals. Girl picked up the ball, knew it was wet, and intentionally didn't wipe it off. Served a high, deep ball, went off the hands of the serve receivers to win the match. Some call it dirty pool, I call it using the equipment. Little error there as a little miscommunication, it looked like. Furman didn't quite know what she was getting. 13-8, Totino up in the third.
Olivia Cruiser still serving.
Leininger, fast pass. High ball in the middle again. Dolly gets blown up on the 2-ball. Great swing by Furman.
I like seeing her smile after these kills. I want to see her get set more next time she's in the front row. She does a good job getting her snap high. She's hard to read because it's so quick from shoulder height to swinging height.
Absolutely. Ashton to serve here. 13-9, her team trailing. One at a time.
Hard to handle serve from Allie Ashton. cheering, Indy?
Where's our water? I think that's a Bill Kwan question.
Okay.
Ashton to serve. Wow. Sherman, not quite sure how to handle that ball. I don't know if she thought Dolly was going to take it or what, but Ashton picking on the seam.
Zero spin. It looked like it just moved the whole way it was coming towards Sherman.
Dolly taking more of a seam here. It looks like they're almost running a two-person serve receive with Sherman there just in case. Dolly handles that one. Wayrock outside to Sherman. Sherman, if she can, she will. Big swing by her into the 5-6 seam.
Good decision to move her. Just get ready to hit. Get ready for your approach, Sherman. Don't worry about the pass.
Let's see what the block looks like here. It's closed, and Sherman goes outside the block to go across court. Good choice by her. Bow in the middle. Using two.
Great elevation by Bo. Seems like she has so much time to decide where to put the ball when she's up high.
Middle blockers need to do a better job of watching the setter. I've been around the game long enough to know that when a setter almost goes to her knees to set a ball, she's going to go to the middle who's a little late coming in. And that's been the case 3 times here tonight. Back set to Summers. Down the line, good swing. Summers does a good job. As long as the ball gets all the way to the antenna, she can beat Auer over the top here, and we see that right here. Good set back to the pin.
She is. She's much more comfortable if it's high, tight by the antenna than if it's pulled in tighter to her setter.
Sherman to serve. Leininger. Deep ball, but handled well. Wayrock outside to Dolly. Cross court, picked up by Leininger. Hoyt outside to Auer. Auer roll shots. Drops in front of Rios. Point Osseo.
Smart play by the 5-5 outside. Figuring out a way to get kills on this team.
Auer is a dynamic hitter in the fact that you never know how she's going to score, but she's going to be good for a lot of points each match. Tight ball. That's a great swing. Dolly finding the back line there.
I didn't see what was going on with the block on that time. Beautiful high jump set. Yep, single block. She finds the back line.
Tight ball to the net. Both thought she was going to send that ball over, so she had to respect the dump. Out of system, hitting air there by...
She poised her. It looked like she kind of over-approached the ball. It was behind her head when she was trying to swing at it. But good idea by the setter to dish it back there.
17-13, Eagles up. Serve is wide. Kraler animated with her teammates, upset at herself for missing that serve, letting her teammates know she'll recover. Bow to serve. I'd like to see her in the air here.
Me too.
And here it comes.
Jump float.
Great float. Sherman having some trouble with first contact. Dolly roll shot.
Beautiful
I know
ball
that
control
look.
by Dolly.
That look is, I did not mean to do that, but I scored, so I will smile.
Luck was on her side. Wayrock back serving for Totino. Osseo fans cheering that she'll
Wait,
miss.
great effort. You've got to be kidding me.
Nice save by Hoyt here. Was that one-arm diving save behind her?
Yeah, one-arm diving save on a bad pass. It goes over, and it's up about 25 feet in the air, and 5 people, like it's poison ball, run away from it, and the ball falls.
Singing around a campfire.
Ruska to serve. Sherman a little bit better there. Ball outside to Dolly. She rolls it over the block. Ruska in. Sherman a little late for it, or excuse me, Furman a little late for it. Wayrock outside to Dolly. No. Oh, we do have a touch.
We have a touch from Reed. Furman's having trouble closing with those quick outsides.
They go quick to the outside because their middles can get the ball, and it's pick your poison if you're Osseo. You can't block both because the minute they start commit blocking out there, they find the middle with 2 or 3 balls in a row, and then you're looking like you're in trouble that way too.
So good strategy by Totino, keeping an eye on Osseo's block there.
Yep. Miss serve by Dolly. Osseo within 3, 16-19 here in set 3. Here comes the slide, jump float serve here from Leininger. Popped over, picked up by Kraler. Outside set, Sherman, roll shot. That'll fall.
That's tough. That play's tough. It looked like Osseo went to the floor before they needed to, but Dolly's roll shot was also gorgeous. The block shielded the play. It's hard to see what she was going to do behind Osseo's Reed and Furman. Might have to get another towel.
Just walking around, seeing how school was today. Cruiser to serve. 2016, Totino up. Timeout, Osseo.
I think this is a good decision.
What are you talking about if you are Osseo's head coach here?
I'm just going to focus on positive things. I'm going to focus on what's working. It's working when we're passing the ball, like you said, to the circle. I want to see Christina Bowe get the ball a few more times. I feel like we haven't said her name very much. I really like how my setter is hustling to the ball, even when the pass isn't there. I like my aggressive serves. Trying to think. Yeah, just keep positive momentum. I want to keep some eye contact going with my players and encouraging one another.
And Mandy does a great job. I mean, that's all I was noticing while we had the camera on her during that timeout. Mandy, just big eyes looking into the eyes of each one of her players with a belief system that they can come back and win this set. That's what we love to see as coaches. Love to see it from our athletes, and as a spectator, I love to see it from other coaches. Back to live volleyball here. Cruiser serving again. Her team up 20-16. Nice float on that ball. Bowe handles it. Back set to Reed.
Good adjustment by Reed.
Dolly going to push this one over. Again into the two. Picked up by Ruska. Bowe's going to take the second ball to Reed again. That's a tough angle. She's had trouble with it all day.
What would the call be?
I believe Reed went under the net after she attacked the ball. Look at this hustle.
Oh, wow. We have a fan just dedicated. We want to roll that ball.
Fun police. Tim says that's not okay.
Not acceptable. Stay in the bleachers.
Cruiser to serve again. Up by 5, 21-16. Bowe takes the pass. High outside set to Auer. Look for the tool. Looked like there was some trouble there, but no call. Wayrock to Sherman. Tipped over, and that ball's going to fall as well.
That's tough. Furman's having trouble committing and closing with Reed. I feel like if she had been up, she might have gotten a hand on that ball. Instead, she hesitated and it kind of went right behind her.
Well, and the other thing Furman can do, if she knows she's not going to be able to block, she should peel off and be there to pick up that tip that Sherman just hit.
Yeah, she would have been the perfect spot.
Ruska to Furman, unloads.
There we go.
Wayrock,
Yes,
trouble.
right.
Dolly lays out.
No.
Sherman sends it over, lining her outside to Auer here. Looks seam. Blocked straight down. Nice block by Holscher as her eyes stay where they need to be the whole time. Chaos ensued, and she just found Auer. Great job. Let's take another look here.
Holscher at 5'9", she needs to commit fully every time Auer gets the ball because, yeah, if Auer's not going to tool it off the block, she's not going to go over her. She needs to get her hands there on time. Furman, really aggressive out of the middle. That's what I like to see. Furman, just a junior. She's one of the younger players for Osseo. Looks like she's building confidence this game.
Yes, agreed. Ashton to serve. Had a little run last time. Goes after Sherman again. Sherman handles it better this time. Sherman cross court, big swing. That ball's over. Tina Bowe sees it.
Puts an end to that rally with authority. She knew she was going to block it. Nice job by Osseo there. I saw a smile, Andy.
I did. It's a big day. Ashton serves again. Dolly has trouble. Cross down the line. We have no touch called. Osseo within 4.
Did she go on the outside of Reed on that shot?
She did. We have timeout on Totino-Grace. I like the idea.
So if you're Totino, what do you want to run out of this timeout?
Out of this timeout, I like running a C, a quick ball behind to Summers. Okay. I like keeping Holscher on the right side there, and I say we give the ball to Sherman and let Sherman, who won game 1, take the opportunity to take a big swing here. If there's a hole in the block, unload on it. If the block is closed, or if there's deep, if the line defender, if the setter is too far back, then we just tip right over the block and score that way.
Right in that 2 zone.
Yep. There's options.
All right.
Look for a serve in between
Dolly
and Sherman.
I feel like Bowe has not been following the middle behind very well. So if I'm Totino, I'm going to go back. Oh, and irrelevant. Nice aggressive serve, I feel like results in an overpass.
Little bit of tightness on the serve receivers right now. Uh-oh.
Osseo getting excited. Some unusual serves, I would say. Is it sort of like a jump float?
Yeah, it's got... The big-time networks, we'll leave them nameless, call that a semi-float, which I think is just a dumb word, but it's got a little bit of spin to it. It's not a dead float.
Is it?
It's got a little bit of backspin to it, which makes it tough to read because you're not used to seeing it.
No, usually, well, backspin is caused when you hit underneath the ball. Am I correct?
Yep.
So yeah, not your typical topspin or float ball. Something, she's mixing it up.
Mixing it up, I like that. That's a good way to put it. Totino out of timeouts with the lead, 23-21. Sherman, high ball outside, back to her. Blocked.
Nice close
picked
by
up well.
Bo with Reed there.
Outside again, delayed on the block, picked up nicely. We have a whistle. We're going to get a double contact call. Osseo within one.
Nice serving run here.
Is that I think it's like a 5-point run.
I think so.
Ashton, too hot to ice. Here we go. Uh-oh. That one's on me. Set point for the Eagles.
All right.
Timeout left. Not going to get a call here. Rio's back to serve.
Mandy's
set point.
on her feet. She's cheering on her team. She believes in them.
24-22. Deep corner serve from Rios is my call here.
I want to see this ball go to Bo.
Asking you shall receive. 24-23. Another set point for Totino here. Last time late in the set, we saw the ball from Hoyt as she's able to tape serve for an ace. Let's see if she's living on the edge. Goes for it, gets another one. That's a double, 24-24.
Tape serve for an ace. You couldn't have been more accurate.
And she's smiling like she meant to do it. The kid's got swagger, I'll give her that. 24-24, game to 2.
Nerves of steel, I would have gone straight to the back middle of the court.
Goes for it again. That time she misses. 25-24, Totino up. Sherman to serve.
All right, if you're Sherman, where are you going to serve this ball, Andy?
I'm going to serve this ball in the 5-6 seam in between Leininger and Ashton. That's what we get. No, we're going to serve long.
Nerves are getting to everybody.
25-25.
Adrenaline on both sides. We're seeing a lot of errors right now.
Auer back to serve, the senior.
Nice topspin serve, handled well.
Summers unloads, picked up by Hoyt. Ashton, Bo's gonna swing, picked up by Cruiser. Tight pass, little bit of chaos. Point, Osseo.
So no surprise there, Tina, Bo wins a joust at the net. Gets really excited. Set point to Osseo.
Nice pass. Back set to Summers. Tipped. Picked up. No call. Off the touch. 26-26.
Summers was tight under the net there. I was a little nervous that feet were going to get tangled, but everyone stayed safe. Point Totino tied up again.
Krahler back to serve. Cruiser back in the game. Bo still in the front row.
Explain the pinkies to me, Andy. Do you understand? Is that something that... Wow!
All I know about pinkies is Tina will break them. It's all I know right now.
Look at this play. Okay, so we start out with a perfect pass. That's what makes this happen. Tina can approach right behind her setter's feet. She gets up high. She puts the ball wherever she wants to.
27-26. Tina Bo to serve. Dolly handles the ball. Wayrock outside to Dolly. Roll shot. And it falls.
That was a bold move by Dolly. Beautiful roll shot over a closed block.
I think they've seen some problems from the off blocker from Osseo. That ball seems to be falling way more often than it should. Back to serve is Wayrock, 27-27. Totino was up 23-17. Osseo came back and now has their second set point at 28-27.
I think that Totino has missed both of their set point serves. Am I correct in saying
I
that?
think so. They've definitely missed at least 2 late here.
Okay. I would assume that that's something that they might have to be talking about at practice tomorrow.
Ruska serves, great serve. Dolly gets blown up a little bit. Wayrock, out of system ball. Dolly swings. Oh, wow.
Line.
Pulls the string on that serve, or on that swing, and it drops. Head coach Mandy Burian just goes, hey, there's nothing we can do to defend that ball. Good for her. 28-28. Dolly to serve. Sherman back in the front row. Ball handled very well by Leininger. High in the middle. Good swing from Anna Furman. The junior is catching fire at the right time. 29-28.
She's getting really excited about that, and that's what we need now that Bo is in the back row.
Leininger serving, 29-28. Dolly handles the ball well. Wayrock fast to Sherman, tipped over, picked up that time. Little bit of trouble, gonna have, ooh, played well. Dolly, high to Sherman, swings, if she got it, she did not. 30-28, Osseo wins set 3. Great poise, I think would be the word I would use for Osseo there. They do a great job staying calm. Let's take another look at this last point. Walk us through it.
It was passed beautifully. It was a really aggressive serve. A good idea to tip to that 2 zone. They've been having trouble, and yeah, just like this, they struggled with it. Who's that for Osseo? Leininger saves it with a tip from behind her shoulder, and Totino just goes for it and swings out of bounds.
At the end of 3, it's 2-1 Osseo as we go to break. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
The world is online, and we're all connected. While there's a lot to explore and discover, we each need to do our part to keep the internet safe. Cybersecurity starts with you. Learn how you can stay safe online at dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Welcome back to Osseo High School for set 4 of Osseo Totino-Grace and Northwest Suburban action. Great volleyball from both sides. Set 1 went to Totino, 25-19. Set 2 was 21-25. Osseo came out on top. And in set 3, the final score, 30-28 Osseo, though Totino led the majority of the game and was up 23-17 at one point. And I don't want to say they fell apart, but there was no give from Osseo, that's for sure. What a great way to end the set if you're Osseo.
I totally agree. I want to say that we had the libero from Osseo, who is Ashton. We had Ashton go on that serving run, bringing them from the 17-23 deficit. She had some great serves. I'm curious to see what Totino's going to do next time she's at the service line. If you're Totino and you've dropped these last 2 sets, what changes are you going to make?
You know, if I'm Totino, I'm just going to remind my team how we got to where we were. The first set we won because we played together, we played smiling, we didn't get tight when things weren't going our way. And then in set 2 and 3, set 2 and the end of set 3, that's exactly what happened. They started doubting whether they were going to play the ball or their teammate was. Everybody plays, everybody goes for the ball, good things happen. That's just the way volleyball should be played. We're back to live volleyball. Ashton sends it over. Dolly picks it up. Wayrock into the middle to Summers, tipped over. Ruska outside to Auer, stuff block. That ball drops.
In the court. Nice close by Summers on that play.
Yeah, really good block there by Summers and Holscher. Serving again is Kraler. Good serve, Ashton handles. High ball, Tina Bow tipped, red. That time the change has been made. Play on. Ooh, that's a good-looking swing, just wide.
Good pickup by Dolly.
Now, that ball fell
that
2 or 3 times in the first few sets here, and Dolly picked it up that time. I like the move here by Wayrock to reverse the ball to Holscher. Holscher just misses that left sideline.
She was right tight at the net. I don't think she had a lot of approach to move to that ball.
Back set, picked up by Leininger. Ashton, that ball's tight. Auer rolls it. Picked up well by Wayrock. Sherman. Into the net, out of system hitting error.
That's tough when Dolly is designated to take that second contact, but she's passing it behind her head. She can't really see where she's sending it.
Yeah, she's got to lead that ball to 5x5. That ball, and the time she's missed, she's actually missed her to about 10 feet instead of leading it about to 5 feet. Shout out to Bill Kwan for hydrating the announcers here. Appreciate it, Bill.
Bill Kwan used to coach Osseo for, how many years was he coaching Osseo?
I feel like forever would be an accurate assumption. I know it's been a while. I mean, not in '74 when they won the state title, but it's been a while. I believe it was 10, 12 years if memory serves. Great swing by Tina Bow there as Osseo jumps up 3-1.
I feel like that's what Osseo's going to need to keep doing to build these leads. Give it to Tina. She'll find ways to get kills. And then when they can't get it to her, the utility hitters and the pin hitters are doing a good job.
Great hustle by Brooke Sherman there on an errant pass from Dolly, but nobody's able to recover the ball. Hoyt doing a great job serving with a lot of pressure, making it tough for Totino to get in system.
Nice approach by Sherman getting to the set.
Picked up by Kraler. Wayrock, Sherman, cross court. Picked up by Ashton. Back set here to... Oh! Good swing by Maddie Shapoister, but it gets blocked, and there's a little bit of chaos as to who's going to pick up that coverage ball.
It looked like Ashton was trying to get to it, but the legs of... Who is their right side hitter? Shapoister was just in the way.
Rios in to serve. Leininger, back set, tipped, picked up by Dolly. Wayrock outside to Sherman, cross court. Nice swing, picked up well, into the middle, Tina again.
Great pickup by Leininger. Reading Sherman's hit, she got down low, she held her platform to the target. Perfect pass, was able to dish it to Bow. And Bow saw that her middle was a little bit late on the block, put it down towards the center of the court.
Oh, with a good serve. Summers blocked, picked up by Sherman. Back to Sherman here, tipped.
Smart play by Sherman. Everybody was moving backwards, and so she just took advantage and pushed it really short.
It works more often than it doesn't work.
What's happening here?
Hoyt, I think she got hit when she hit the ground there. She's gathering herself again. I don't know if she got hit in the head or what it was, but everybody was gathered around her pretty quickly there.
Okay, checking to see if she's okay.
Oh, broken headband?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. 5-3 Osseo leads. Back to service Sherman. Handled well by Leininger. High ball in the middle to Bow. Filthy swing by Bow. Coming from right to left and cutting that ball back to her right.
I couldn't even, wow. That is tough on the shoulder, I will say. But yeah, there's no way defense is going to read that right now in high school.
Right. 6-3, Osseo up, Tina Bow to serve. Sherman with a good pass. Tipped over. Picked up by Bo. Hoyt off the net. Leininger swings. Ball drops. Good swing by Leininger.
Leininger got it through Summers' block. Good timing, good read. Kept it in bounds.
7-3 Osseo. Bo serving again. Sherman, good pass off the net to Dolly. Dolly swings, picked up by Auer. Hoyt, Leininger deep down the line, picked up by Sherman again. Wayrock gets there with her hands off the net. Dolly.
Really good out-of-system swing by Dolly. They just kind of throw up everything for her, and she finds a way to get her feet behind the ball and try to get it inbounds.
Dolly doing a nice job taking care of the garbage this match. Impressive for the outside. 7-4, Osseo up. Back to serve is Summer.
Summer, I believe. Izzy Summers. 6-foot junior. Oh, Mrs. Long.
Mrs. Long, that backspin doesn't work that time. Into the match comes Kraler.
Kraler does a good job communicating with her team, getting everybody on the same page, getting everybody ready for the next play.
Ruska serves, Dolly passes. Out to Dolly again, tough ball, does a good job keeping it in play. Ashton, we're gonna go get cross court. Oh, stuff down, no touch. Leininger does everything she can to try and send this ball over the net, but isn't able to do so.
Wayrock was in the right spot at the right time. It looked to me like she touched it, but I don't have the best angle, so.
Wayrock
nice
back
job.
to serve here, trailing by 3 in set 4.
Nice serve.
Leininger, good pass. Ruska, stuff back down, covered well. Ashton gonna send it over short. Kraler, Dolly, picked up by Ashton. Ruska, outside. Down, point Totino.
Looked like Leininger got pulled in the court a little bit, dropped her elbow. But some really good defensive plays by Osseo on that volley.
Wayrock serves. Handled very well, up and off. Swung on, blocked, covered. Still playing volleyball. Double contact to be the call. Really like Azaria Reed's swing out there. It was an out-of-system ball. She was patient, she waited. When she knew where it was going, she accelerated at the end. Very, very nice job. Another serve there by Wayrock. High in the middle. Picked up by Kraler. Outside to Dolly. Drops her shoulder, drops the ball into the middle of the net. 9-7. Totino had the swing to tie the game, and we had a hitting error. 7-9. Serving now is Leininger. Leininger?
Leininger.
Leininger, okay. Set 4, you'd think I'd have that by now. Whoops, Dolly passes. Wayrock.
Power tip down the line. Picked up nicely by Ashton.
Sherman, Wayrock, Dolly, roll shot, picked up that time by Ruska. Ashton's gonna handle here. Auer, cross court goes off the block, picked up by Kraler. High outside ball to Dolly, cross court. Ashton get a hand.
What is the call? We're gonna have a lift call. It was so quick, I didn't think it had prolonged contact, Andy. I'm not gonna say anything on that one. That means you agree with me.
Eliza Dolly to serve, her team trailing 8-9.
Athletic moves over here by Osseo.
Ruska, high to Auer. Auer into the block, covered. Pushed over by Ruska. Picked up by Pulsher. Tipped down the line by Sherman. Into the net and down. Tie ball game, 9-9.
Nice job by Sherman. Looked like she got pulled into the court a little bit, but she found the ball and decided to tip at the last minute.
Dolly to serve. 1-1. Good service. She serves the 116. Reed's gonna swing here. Out of bounds. Oh. Call is in. 10-9 Osseo.
I don't hear a lot of fussing from the fans. It looked out to me, but.
Oh no, it was in. Great call. Great call. I've been wrong once. Allie Ashton to serve.
Backspin was handled this time.
Wayrock Sherman, roll shot, picked up by Ruska. Allie Ashton, into the middle, Tina Bow. And the one team in the state of Minnesota that out of system from their libero and middle back will set a ball to the middle is Osseo High School. 11-9 Orioles.
Smart play by Ashton to give it to Bo, and Bo knew right what to do with it. She just roll shotted it to the back corner, of course, for a kill.
Volley passes up and off. Wayrock not able to get to it. 12-9 Osseo. Timeout, Totino-Grace.
All right, so Totino-Grace, what changes do they need to make right now to get back in this game and be competitive and send this to 5?
Well, as a coach, I believe the first words that would come out of my mouth to the Totino bench right now would be change your face. Right now, they don't look like they want to win. Their body language has changed from set 1. And right now, Kayla's just trying to refocus them, remotivate them, let them know that they're the better team. They put the work in, but, you know, I guarantee you Osseo is saying the same thing. You're the better team. You showed it in the last 2 sets. Let's just finish out. That's what I love about volleyball. You don't care what the other team says. You don't care what it looks like on paper. Your job as a coach is to have your team believe they can win the next point. And if you win the next point 25 times before the other team wins 23 of them, they go ahead and tell you won the set. I know, it's crazy.
I think we should put that in our book, Andy.
That I'm telling you.
Chapter 2. If you get more points than the other team.
Yeah. That will mean you'll win the set. Allie Ashton to serve off the timeout. 12-9, Osseo leads in set 4.
I want to see a strong jump float with backspin. There we go.
Dolly handles that one much better. Rock. Back to Cruiser, who unloads on the ball. Nice swing by the senior middle.
Cruiser did do a good job swinging on that one. Ashton reaches behind her body, gets a hand on it. Wasn't able to, the rest of the team wasn't able to keep it alive.
Kraler serving. High ball to Bo, off the block. Wayrock. Ooh.
Good idea by Holscher to send it a playable ball, kind of around the 10-foot line, but mishandles it.
13-10, Ellie Hoyt back into serve. Junior setter has gone on a couple nice runs.
Osseo fans getting into it.
Hoyt doesn't want to give the ball to the ref, but we're going to get it wiped off just the same.
Did someone request that the ball get wiped off?
I think the up ref thought that with the way that ball was handled, it might have been a wet ball.
Okay.
Which it may have been. Oh, that extra moisture getting wiped off. Serve is long now. I don't know. Hoyt's got a complaint to make.
Sped up the ball.
Into the game and serving is Rios. Her team down by 2, 11-13. Good serve by Rios.
Nice deep serve.
Bo again.
Good idea by Bo to give it to Rios, who just got subbed into the game. Wasn't necessarily ready to play defense. First attack. A little bit sucked up on the court on that one.
Some of the naysayers on putting Bo in the middle is you can't get her the ball all the time, but Osseo setters have found a way, in system, out of system, to get her the ball. Dump over, down for the kill. Great decision by Wayrock. We have not seen her be offensive yet tonight, and she chooses late in 4 to give us that, show that card, and it works for a point. 12-14, Totino down by 2, and serving is Sherman.
So we have Dolly back in the front row here, who's been the outlet for Totino.
Leininger, good pass. Bo, and it drops again.
So you're ready for that ball. You have your libero in place, but Bo just dominates it, gets on top of it, and sends it down hard to the ground.
That's an angle that's hard to play. Bo back to serve. Totino takes a sigh of relief.
She's out of the front row.
Kraler back to Summers, dug up and down for the kill though. Summers with a good swing there, going 2-1 as she goes deep down that cross-court shot. She'll go back to serve, and back into the game is Cruiser. Leininger, Hoyt, big swing, Chapoister blocked.
Looked like Dolly got in on that action as well. Both of them pretty excited after that.
Dolly and Cruiser do a nice job closing there, and Chapoister in trouble. Totino within one at 14-15 in set 4. Leininger mishandles the ball, back row to Bow. Dug up and over and down. Great swing by junior Anna Furman.
When Osseo is doing well, there's just a consistent trend that Furman is involved. When they can have the person opposite Christina Bow playing well, I feel like that is key for their offense, for their momentum.
Absolutely true. Ruska into serve here. Her team up 16-14 in the 4th. Sherman has a little trouble with it. Dolly out of system. Roll shot. Up off the block. Picked up. Bow's going to take the second here. Go to Reed. Awkward approach angle. Dug up by Rios. Wayrock outside. Cross court. Oh, nice dig by Auer. Back row to Bow. Big swing. Uses the equipment again.
Cruiser was there. She wasn't lined up in front of it, but she had a shot at getting it off the tape. Looked like she was disappointed she couldn't get that fist underneath it.
17-14, Osseo up in set 4. Ruska serves well. Sherman handles off the net. Back to Cruiser, cross court, dug over by Ruska. Kraler picks it up. Wayrock outside to Dolly, into the seam. Nice cover ball by Kraler. Back row to Sherman. Sherman tips it. That ball, oh, picked up by Ruska. Bow's gonna set. Leininger, big swing down the line. Great touch. Big finish there by Leininger. Nice job.
Nice set by Bow. Good approach. Way to get up high from Leininger. Was that ball? Did that ball take the block?
I think it did. I think it got a little bit of the right side or the setter's hands there. Ruska serving again. Dolly passes. It's tight. Swinging is and waiting for it is Bow. Into the middle. Furman read that time.
Nice block by Cruiser there, staying in front of Furman, making sure she doesn't get to the side of her.
I think that's the first time Furman has been stuffed. First set, she didn't really get set much, and then in 2 and 3, whenever she got the ball, it looked like the block wasn't ready for it. Good adjustment there.
Typically, they'd only been setting her in transition, and I feel like that was on their first attempt at the ball.
Wayrock frustrated with herself after that missed serve, giving Osseo a 4-point lead, 19-15. Back to serve, Leininger. Nice tip. Ball drops for a point.
Olivia Cruiser keeps her feet on the ground for that tip. Didn't like the set, but kept it alive. And yeah, she hasn't done that all game. Osseo wasn't ready for it.
Dolly back to serve, 16-19.
We're cleaning the court on Osseo's side of things again. Lots of players hitting the floor.
Leininger outside to Auer. Up and off the block and down. 20-16.
Auer's a powerful hitter, getting into ricochet in between those two hitters. What do we have, Cruiser and Holscher?
Yep. Dolly overpasses, tipped over. Free ball coming for Leininger. Bow gets it, tipped. Dolly reads it, tipped over. Trouble, Bow out of system. Swinging from Bow, that ball is out. Oh, played. Kraler tipped by Sherman. Oh, double contact. 21-16, 4 points from the match. Timeout Totino.
A safe decision by Kraler to play that ball. We couldn't tell if it was going to go out of bounds or if it was going to hit the back line. So she just played it, trusted that her team, it was better that they play an offensive move on the ball than hope it goes out of bounds.
Yeah. Osseo student section got rowdy at the beginning of set 2 and hasn't sat down since. We've seen a lot of them. We've heard a lot of them. You know, I get asked a lot of times. I spend a lot of time in club gyms watching elite volleyball players that are going to go play in the Big Ten and the Pac-12 and all these other big places. I get asked a lot what my thoughts are on high school volleyball. It's that. That's what I love about high school volleyball. You know, club teams, you don't have a community.
You have parents that come and watch them play.
Yep. You can tell when there's one row of chairs on one side of the bench and it's never full that the crowds are significantly bigger, better, and more into it in a high school match. And when you get an Osseo versus a Champlin or an Osseo versus a Maple Grove, and everybody comes out and they tweet out what the theme's going to be. Last year at the section semifinals might have been some of my favorite crowd watching all year. We're back to live volleyball. Sherman takes that out of system swing, puts it into the deep 5. Reed gets the ball back, swung, picked up by Kraler. Wayrock inside set. Sherman's going to put it over. High. Again into the middle. Dolly does a great job reading where that ball can go.
That's an interesting call. She had both hands closed when she tried to dig that ball. But, well, it was out of bounds anyways, so they would not have received the point. But some athletic moves by Totino to try to keep the ball alive after Bo sends it over.
Cruiser swings hard, dug up. Ruska, out of system ball. Auer's going to tip it. Picked up by Sherman. Tipped over and thrown back.
Nice play by Bo.
Wow.
Is this the biggest lead that we've had so far?
The entire match for either side. 23-16. Osseo to serve. Overzealous fan. Hucks it over Allie Ashton's head. She'll serve now, 23-16. That slight backspin. Kraler. Wayrock. Sherman swings hard, unloads on a ball, and that will fall for a kill. 17-23.
Little miscommunication between Reed and Ruska of who was going to get a quick pass to the right side.
Kraler in and serving. Summers back in the front row. They need to find Bo, both Osseo setters and Totino's blockers if they're going to be successful.
True story.
Double contact called on Ruska. 18-23.
If you're Madison Kraler, where are you going to serve the ball?
I'd almost take it short and see if you can take Bo out of the play here. But they're going to push it deep and see if they can get her out of system. And they cannot. Dug up well by Kraler, though. Sherman, tip. Trouble. Sent over, good. Hands up high. Oh, Tina Bo just controlling the net. Very nice job by the junior middle hitter.
Oh, those directional blocks. She's gone to the right twice, and that time she goes a little bit deeper past the 10-foot to the left side of the court. So hard to predict where she's going to send the ball.
24-18 match point. Trouble there. Sherman's going to send it over. Look for Tina Bo here. And get it. Match Osseo. 25-18, set 4. Osseo wins the match 3-1. Great volleyball, good comeback by Osseo. Totino had their shot in set 3, let it slip away, and we see the finale here. Last point, Sherman doing everything she can to just get the ball over the net, and before this one was even up, we had a feeling this is what was going to happen. Tina Bo, big swing. Dolly gets a touch, but not enough. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with a little post-game wrap-up as Osseo wins in 4 to take the early lead in the conference over Totino.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
$30 million Americans will suffer from an eating disorder at some point in their lives. The National Eating Disorders Association has the information and resources to steer people and their families toward the road to recovery.
Hi, I work at the NEDA helpline. We have something called Click to Chat, which is a live chat with someone on the helpline, and they're really able to get support.
Call or visit the NEDA website today for help and hope.
Welcome back to Osseo High School. I'm here with Tina Bo, middle blocker for the Osseo Orioles. Tina, great match for you. You guys lost the first one, came back, took care of them in set 2, and then in set 3, we're down quite a bit. Tell me what was going on. Tell me what coach was giving you guys during timeouts as you came back from down 23-17 to win 30-28.
Well, what was going through our minds is just be persistent, pull together as a team. I think we really executed that, kept communicating, and won the set.
Yeah, it was a great win by you guys. They moved you back to the middle again this year. You seem to be more comfortable there, and somehow, some way, your setters and even your libero finds you out of system there. Is that something you guys work on at practice, or is that just a feel thing?
You know, a little bit, trade secrets. Yeah, we do work on that set. I got a lot of reps in the middle in the club season, decided to go back to the middle this year, and I'm really loving it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Tina. Good luck to you guys the rest of the way.
All right, thank you.
For Channel 12 Sports, I'm Andy Gugesberg. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.